There's some squirrels fighting over there. Where every time I open this camera and I go to film myself, I want to say something and I want to get past the fact that I'm obsessing with how I look on camera and not liking the sags around my mouth. And it just makes me feel like I don't want to talk. It just makes me feel like I don't want to say anything because I feel so bad and guilty about how I look. And then it occurs to me that how is that different from, you know, the teenager who feels like she wants to find her voice but thinks that she's too fat, or somebody who has horrible acne and feels like they can't, you know, have a voice in this world until they clear up their acne. You know, and I kind of am feeling like that with my wrinkles and all of this sagging happening, and it's not gonna get better. I mean, I could do things. I could take some surgical interventions and try harder and pay more money for fillers and whatnot, but it's a slippery slope and it's just going to keep happening. And it's really fucking depressing. Like, you know, I came up here with the intention of talking about something inspiring, talking about something interesting that, I don't know, might bring some positivity to the world, and instead the honest to God truth is every time I open this fucking camera, I look at my face and all I can think about is how much I am not okay with the changes that age has brought. But it's a really scary thing because, as people say, well, what's the alternative, right? You know, I'm sitting here having the luxury of enjoying my health and taking a hike. I just hiked up this beautiful mountain and I just picked this weird fruit that I'm going to taste and hopefully it won't poison me. Maybe it's like a special apple that will magically, it'll be the start of like some goofy ass movie where it will magically cause me to start aging backwards. I'll just film all my videos like this and then I won't feel so bad. If I don't find a way out of it, I really just feel like I am going to disappear, and I'm starting to understand why so many of my female friends, you know, they have kids and all of a sudden I just feel like they disappear. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being really proud of your kids, but sometimes I feel like it's been years since I've seen a picture of a female friend on social media because she only posts about her kid, and I know that there's an aspect of wanting to put everything in the focus on that child because she's not necessarily satisfied with herself anymore, doesn't want to deal with all of this. And I always used to get upset that I would see my female friends disappearing as they got older and had kids, and they were replaced by a photo of their kid. And now I kind of get it. You know, as somebody who has chosen not to have kids, I kind of wish there was something else I could focus on, because focusing on myself in this society, seeing myself on camera and seeing the undeniable aging that is taking place is just a harsh, big old punch in the face from reality, and it's really fucking bumming me out. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. Boom. I'll throw some fruit at a stage. I'm sitting here in the Mark Taper Amphitheater, being very dramatic. I should get up on the stage and do a speech from Hamlet. I went to this stand-up show recently, and it was good in terms of diversity. There was a good number of older women, which I want to see more older women having a voice in this world. But the level of self-deprecation was really sad and really it was hard to watch because I felt like that was the similarity, you know, and it's not like every older woman is the same, and yet their sort of perspective of being kind of sad or trying to kind of put their misery on display about getting older, that was the thing that made them all seem similar. And I just feel like I'm finding myself getting sucked into this vortex where I want to not care about it as much. And I know my husband doesn't get it because I think men have the luxury of like enjoying the fact that they're starting to look weirder or more ridiculous. And it's also like, for a guy, if you have no lines or one line or 6 lines on your face, it's barely noticeable. I was just thinking on the way up here that the way to obsess less about wrinkles is that I need to do something that's going to stress my body out more. I need to remove a basic comfort from my life so that I can focus on that. Even coming up this mountain, it's like, all I could think about was getting to the top so that I could drink from the water fountain, right? I was so focused on getting water. Maybe I need to run a marathon so that all I guess it's the old idea of like, why are you hitting yourself on the head with a hammer? Because it feels good when I stop. So maybe I need to do something more extreme to distract me from my hyper focus on my visual aging. So I have to figure out what that hammer is. That's going to feel really good when I stop.